Hello guys, and welcome back to Moon Insight, where we use the power of the moon to improve ourselves. And this one is a big one because eclipse season is started. And I don't know about you guys, but me, I felt completely overwhelmed from this energy and from this partial lunar eclipse in Libra. That will happen the 25th of March, but you know already when is full moon, we can feel the energy couple of days before, couple of days after. But when is eclipse, it's almost 1 week before and for a couple of weeks after. So I'm completely in on this crazy energy. And what we know about this energy? So this eclipse will happen in the axis between Libra and Aries. And Libra and Aries, it's all about relationship. It's all about how we can give and receive, because Aries is about me and myself, and Libra it's about relationship and how I present myself to others. So during this eclipse, we be really aware and focus on the topic of relationship and start to observe how you are manage your relationship. And because it will happen in the south node of the moon, it's very, very connected with the past. It's very, very connected with the healing of the wound that come from the past. So, because also we know that the eclipse are moments where truth are revealed and we receive a kind of push from the universe to go through our karmic evolution. Be really aware during this day what happens if there is any sign or any coincidence or what you dream about, because between all these things that happens around you can be hide a message for you that can really push you forward on your evolution and release the grip with the past, healing wound from the past. So it's a very powerful one, and for this practice today, I really focus on the stability of the self, because in this relationship between myself and others, it's really important to feel centered, focus, and in connection with ourselves. Because if this happens, then we are able to put boundary, healthy boundary that allow us to establish a good relationship with others. Because to put down a healthy boundary, we need to know what we want. We need to know what are our needs. We need to know what are our values. And in this complete feeling, we can then put boundary and establish relationship with others. So in the practice of today, we will stimulate Manipura chakra to have this feeling and sense of center, courage, and self-confidence. And then we will do this meditation that is the meditation for the stable self, exactly to have this very strong feeling of me, myself, and what are my needs and how I can put healthy boundary to establish them healthy relationship. And for this practice, I invite you to keep handy your notebook or a piece of paper with a pen since the beginning of the class, because we will do slightly different. I will give you some question at the beginning of the class that then you let there on the background during the practice and see what happens, if there is any message again, any insight from this lunar eclipse. And then in the end, I give you time to answer to the same question. So keep handy your book and pen since the beginning. And then most of the class today will be on the knee. So if you need pillows or blocks to make yourself comfortable, please go for it. And with that said, grab your mat, grab your tools, that we started this practice together for this lunar eclipse in Libra. Thank you. Here we are, we start the class in a sitting position with a simple cross of the leg, the spine straight, hand to the knee and the neck long and straight with the chin parallel to the floor. In this position, we take a big inhalation through the nose. We exhale through the mouth and we gently close the eyes. And again, big inhalation through the nose, side out to the mouth. We do last one, deep inhalation through the nose. And side out to the mouth. And gently go back to the natural flow of the breath through the nose. And bring your awareness in the present moment, in the here and now. Letting go the negative sensation, negative thoughts, obsessive factor, wherever you don't need in this moment. We do a quick scan of the body from down to upward. Try to feel the connection with the floor, with your leg and sit bones. Feel stable and grounded. Relax the muscles of the belly. Observe the muscles around the spine, the Sushumna Nadi, the main channel. Relax your shoulder and arms. Relax your face, the small detail of the eyes, the eyebrow. And really try to feel grounded and safe. To open your heart and free your mind. Again, let all the worry outside of the room, just for this time. Take this time for you, for your practice. And I remind you that during all this time of the eclipse season, a little bit before, after the eclipse, and eventually also until the next eclipse, solar eclipse that will be in April, the energy will be scattered. So the best thing that we can do is really ground ourselves. It's really feel centered and try to stay centered also in the middle of the storm. So again, take just a couple of breaths here to really feel the heaviness of your body, but also the support of the earth. So we feel heavy and supported at the same time. Great, and gently, slowly open your eyes. And today, like I already said to you, we start in a slightly different way. So I invite you to grab your notebook and your pen or piece of paper, perfectly okay. And I want that you write down this question. And somehow then let that question at the back of the mind during the practice, because in the end of the practice, we will go back to this question and we will have time to give some answers to yourself or receive some insight from this eclipse and from this energy that is in the sky. So the first question that I invite you to write down is, do I like who I am in the relationship? Are my values and needs met? Have I created harmony between myself and others? And last one, what do I need to letting go in order to move forward in my life and create different relationship? Again, I give you just another moment to eventually read again and see what's bubbly up on your mind like this. We not even too much thinking about it, just what come up. And then put your book aside. We will use again later. So keep handy but out of the mat for the practice. Take a big inhalation through the nose. Exhale to the mouth. Eyes closed again, just a moment. And just observe if there is or there are one or more questions that stick on your mind more, if some answers bubbly up very fast. Without any judgment. Remember, we are not here to judge ourselves or the other one, but actually we are here to discover ourselves, to improve ourselves. So these questions are really way just to address our attention and see how it's going there. Maybe you discover that your relationship are good, are perfect in the way that they are, and you don't need to change nothing. Great job. Maybe you discover that something need to be improved. Maybe you discover that something need to be letting go. It's completely okay wherever come in this moment. And again, also you can completely change in 1 second wherever you have decided this moment. There is no wrong, there is no right. There is just your practice and there is just the way that you wanna show up in the world and improve yourself. Great. And at the next inhale, we take the arms up to the sky. Give a nice stretch here. Stretch your spine, stretch your back. Nice. Exhale. Bring your hand down to the floor and drop the chin to the chest. Take a moment here. Give a nice stretch to the back of the neck and your shoulder. Very good. Again, inhale, arms up. Give a nice stretch. Exhale down. And we do last one. Inhale up. And exhale down. And I invite you to gently open your eyes. Just look around just a moment. And then bring your head up. Welcome back to this practice. So what we do now is take the top of the finger on the floor in line with our hips. The shoulders are down and relaxed as much as possible. Your spine is straight. And here we start to do some circle with the head. So choose one side and gently start to drop your chin to the chest. And then move in one direction, back. Then again, come to the front. And then you can start to use also your breath. Inhalation when we come forward, and then exhale when we're going back. Go gently and go slowly and bring your awareness in the area of the neck to observe if there is any tension in this area on the physical level, and observe if there is any subtle sensation and the sliding activation of Vishuddha chakra, the throat chakra. Then the next time that you come forward, change direction. So move opposite. Again, very gently and slowly. No rush in this first movement. The last one. And then when you come back to the center, take a moment here, big inhalation. Hold the breath in, squeeze the bandha, and exhale. And just observe the effect of this neck rotation. If there was any tension, again in the area of the neck and the shoulder, and the slight activation of Vishuddha chakra. Great job. At the next inhale, open your eyes and bring your arms up to the sky. Give a nice stretch again. Exhale down and shake it out. Shake it, 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 shake it out. Great job. And we take the hand to the knee. And here we will do the shoulder shrug. So inhale up, exhale down. And coordinate, of course, the movement with the breath. Big inhalation. Squeeze up, hold your shoulder up, squeeze the bandha, gazing up. Suspend the breath, suspend the mind. Exhale, relax down. And attention focus inside to perceive the effect of this second warm-up exercise. Relaxation of the shoulder and the neck. Very good. Now we stretch the leg forward. Give a nice massage to the knee. Just a moment. Give a nice circle to the feet. Do a nice circle to the feet and spread and squeeze your toes. Nice job. And from here we bend, we cross, we rolling forward, and we come in a tabletop position. Hand parallel to the shoulder, knee parallel to the hips, spread your finger, and here we will do cat cow. Again, you can start gently with the breath and the coordination of the movement, and as soon as you feel ready, you can increase the speed. Or if you prefer, you can go slow, wherever you like it. Inhale deep. Arch the spine, hold up. Exhale, release. Arching back. Stay here, hold the posture.
And hold the breath out. Belly in. Inhale.
Back to the center, neutral position. Exhale. Eyes closed. Again, attention focus inside. So the effect of this cat-cow pose. This is a great way to really warm up the spine and start to feel the energy moving around. Great, and from here, we come in a sitting position on the knee. So spinal flexor, so hand to the lap, and the shoulder are relaxing down, chin parallel to the floor. Inhale, the chest come up and forward. Exhale, arching back. Also here, you can start slow and then slowly increase the speed. And again, find something that is comfortable for you. Find your rhythm. Oh, I forgot the timer. Deep inhale. Hold your breath in. Squeeze Mula Bandha. Slide the Jara Dala Bandha, gazing up. Suspend the breath. Suspend the mind. And exhale. Eyes closed, attention focus inside to perceive the effect of the spinal flex, fully activation of the spine, a warm sensation on the of the body, and overall a sense of happiness and joy and a feeling of energizing energy move through the body. Great job. And here, if you need to move a little bit your legs, you just come forward and slap your feet on the floor and back in the same position. And now we will do the spinal twist. You can stay on the knee, but if it's very painful for you, you can just come the simple cross of the leg, wherever you like it. And then we bring the hand to the shoulder, finger pointing forward, thumbs pointing back, arms parallel to the floor. We inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Speed completely up to you, like as usual. And go. Inhale back to the center. Hold the breath, squeeze the bandha, gazing up. Exhale, release. And with the eyes closed, take a moment here again to observe the effect of the spinal twigs. Observe where you are in this moment. If you already notice some difference between now and when we started this practice. We know any judgment, but with a lot of curiosity. You are doing a great job. And gently, slowly open your eyes. So now from here, we move to down dog. So your hands are parallel to the shoulders. Spread your finger, gently tucking your toes. If you need to stretch a little bit before pushing your hips up, go for it. And then we push the hip up and spread your feet like your hips. And again, here we give a nice stretch to the knees. So we do kind of walking on the spot. We bend one knee and the other one. Give a nice stretch to the spine, the back. And then eventually find the stillness in down dog and check your alignment. So hand on the floor with the finger nice and spread, pushing down on the floor. External rotation of the scapula and the shoulder. And then there is the intention to push down with the heel to the floor. That's matter if the heel are touching or not, but there is the intention to push down. The hips are up to the sky, and then we look at the back or at the belly button. And in this position, we really try to give a nice deep stretch to the back, to the spine, to the knee. We're breathing deep here. Deep, long breath through the nose. And at the next inhale, looking forward and very gently come back, sit on your knee. And remember, if this position is too painful or not comfortable, you can use a block, peel off, or eventually come up also in a sitting position with a simple cross of the leg. Whatever is working for you in this moment. And from your comfortable sitting position, I invite you to bring your left hand in front of the throat with the palm looking outside, forward actually. And then with the right hand, we create this grip between the two hands. And I really invite you to pull your hand out to create this tension between the two hands and the arms. Okay, so in this position, we will inhale deep through the nose. Hold the breath in, squeeze the bandha. And then we exhale through the mouth to the O shape of the mouth. And stay with the lung empty. Hold. And pull your hand. Great. Then inhale. And bring your arms up and hold. Exhale, O shape. And engage the bandha and stay. Inhale, come down. Hold. Exhale, cannon shape. Inhale, up. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Last one. Down. Inhale, hold and pull. Exhale. Inhale and relax. And with the eyes closed, take a moment here to observe the effect of this last exercise. Great job. And then again, if you need a moment to shake it out your leg, coming forward, give a nice shake it. And here we will do our last exercise for today, and will be Sat Kriya for 3 minutes. So yes, if you need a pillow or a block, go for it. The position is on the knee, but again, if it's very uncomfortable, sitting position with cross leg, perfectly okay. So we will do this for 3 minutes. We interlock the finger, the index is up. If you want to work with feminine energy, the left thumb's on top. If you want to work with the masculine energy, right thumb's on top. And then here we will raise up our hand, shoulder are relaxed, and we will chant the mantra Sat Nam. Sat, the belly come in and up. Use your belly button to really feel the activation of Manipura chakra. And when we sing Nam, relax the belly and come out. So this is the motion of the belly that really will activate Manipura chakra. And the eyes are closed. You can look in the middle of the eyebrow to Asna chakra to really move the energy from down to upward. Okay? Give your best and enjoy. So come to the position. Deep inhale. Exhale once. Shoulder relax. And begin. Sat, nam, 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 sat,
Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam Sat, Nam. Keep the position, deep inhalation through the nose. Hold the breath, squeeze the bandha, gazing up. Keep the position, exhale through the mouth. Hold the breath out and squeeze the bandha, Uddiyana bandha, Mula bandha, Jaladhara bandha, Maha bandha. Relax the belly, inhale in, keep the posture. Hold. Keep the posture, exhale out. Again, Maha bandha. Inhale. Hold. Last time, exhale out. Inhale. And relax. Take a moment here with the eyes closed, attention focus inside. Observe the effect of Sat Kriya, transmutation of the energy, activation of Manipura chakra, and a sense of peace, calm, and harmony. Great job. Gently open your eyes, and for a minute or so, we lie down on the floor for a short Shavasana. It's not the end of the class, but for a moment, just relax down. Relax your legs, your hands, belly. Again, feel your body soft and heavy. Gently, slowly coming back. Give a nice stretch to your legs and arms. Bend the knee to the chest and rolling back and forward a couple of times. Fortunately, I cannot do it because I have the microphone, but rolling a couple of times, and then we come up in a sitting position with a simple cross of the leg and the spine straight. Make yourself comfortable because now we will move to our meditation and then directly to the self-inquiring part of this practice. We will do the meditation for the stable self that I find very adapt or perfect for this moment where we really need to work with the self to put the healthy boundary where it's me and where it's the others, because it's really important
to have this boundary. And remember, to put down the boundary, the healthy boundary, we need to know what we want, because if we are not clear with ourselves, we cannot communicate with the other, and then eventually what happens, then the other will break our boundary, and then we will feel angry, because when we are angry is when our boundary are not being respected. But if you will not put first us the good boundary around, the healthy one, how then we can be angry with someone that crossed the boundary if we even don't know where is. So I don't know if it makes sense, but eventually the idea is that more we are in connection with ourselves, more we are clear with ourselves, centered, and we know what we want, we know where we want to go, more we can communicate, express our need, our value with the other, and more in this way the relationship will be healthy and based on truth and based on a good way to be me in relationship with other. So this meditation, I find that it was very perfect to create this stable self, and then give us this lucidity and focus to again look at our question for today, for this lunar eclipse. So in a sitting position with a simple cross of the leg, we will have a mudra of the hand, a specific one, and a specific breath for this meditation. So the mudra of the hand, it will be like the right hand in front of the throat with the thumbs up, and the left we go under in line and also with the thumbs up, and they are like 10 to 50 centimeters far from the body. And this is how we will keep the hand. And for the breath, we will inhale deep through the nose and then exhale through the mouth forcefully and completely. And in void retention, with no air on the lung, we will squeeze the anus and mula bandha for 26 times. It's not 26 a second, but it's squeezing for 26 times. So you can squeeze quite fast. And if you see that 26 is too much for you and you arrive in the end that you really need to grasp the air inside, decrease it to 13 times, the half counting, instead of 26, 13. It's much better to keep low number and be comfortable with the breath than gasping for the air in the end because you want to count in 26. Okay, so you need to be comfortable. Remember, the base of all practice, all the kind of yoga that you will do in your life, all the style, wherever, the base is be comfortable and steady. Because if you are not comfortable and not steady, the mind cannot quiet down and we cannot enter in this state of pratyahara, meditation, and eventually illumination. Okay, so this is the meditation. I will be again mudra of the hand. They are 10 to 15 centimeters far from the body. Thumbs up, right hand at the level of the throat and the left hand down in the fist in this position. Deep inhalation through the nose, exhale forcefully to the mouth, in void retention, 13 to 26 squeeze of the bandha and the anus. And then eventually you inhale deep again and start again. Okay? So take the position, eyes closed. Take a moment here and bring your awareness in the present moment. This meditation is intended to stabilize the pranic body. These lead to a fuller sense of self, better judgment, and a more stable mental outlook. We often have conscious or subconscious fear, which make us jumpy and irregular in our judgment and in our trust of the inner self. This meditation works to remove our knee-jerk fear reaction and make us steady. These are the words of Yogi Bhajan for this meditation. So take the mudra of the hand. Big inhalation through the nose. Exhale forcefully to the mouth. And then invite retention, squeeze for 26 times. And then inhale deep. Exhale to the mouth. And start again. While you are squeezing, remember to using also the belly button and the pumping of the belly. So there is squeeze of the Mula Bandha and slide is squeeze of the Uddiyana Bandha, so the activation of the belly and the belly button and Manipura chakra.
And deep inhalation. Keep the posture, hold the breath in, squeeze the panda, gazing up. Exhale. Hold the posture. Inhale. Exhale, relax. With the eyes closed. Attention focus inside to perceive the effect of this meditation for the stable self. Feel the activation of Manipura chakra. Courage, self-confidence. But at the same time, feel stable, feel grounded, feel centered, feel calm in the mind, opening the heart. And then gently, slowly open your eyes. And again, take back your notebook or piece of paper, whatever you're using this moment. And you already have the question. Do I like who am I in this relationship? Or are my value and needs met? I have created harmony between me and the other. And what do I need to let go in order to move forward in my life and create different relationship? So I give you the time to answer to this question, and with no judgment, just look where you are in this moment of your life. Enjoy it. And that will do. Of course, if you need more time, just stop the video and carry on with your self-inquiry. Otherwise, if you are ready, stay here with me. So now with these question and answers that you have, I invite you in the next day to maybe before go sleep to take your notebook and read again the questions, see if something is come up during this couple of days, because remember that the eclipse are moment where the truth are being revealed. So in this next couple of days, also more than a couple, because usually it's 5 days before and 5 days after the eclipse happens, you can maybe have some message, some signal, some coincidence happens that will reveal to you something about you, something that was hid until this moment, and that somehow this will change the direction of your life, because eclipse again are pushing us to our karma, especially this that will happen on the south node of the moon, and this is very connected with the past. So
It's the time to heal something connected to relationship from the past. So if in this 10 day you have any sign, any synchronicity happens in your life, take notes, because it can give you the direction for improve your life, improve your relationship. And with that said, I concluded this practice with you guys. Like as usual, share and subscribe. And thank you for your presence. And I want to remind you that if you want to experience this kind of teaching with me and Andrew live in September, we will host our annual retreat in Italy, in Valstagna, and you can find the information somewhere on the screen. And it's an amazing opportunity to work with yourself, with the chakra, and to meet me and Andrew in the persona. With that said, thank you so much. Bye bye. And enjoy this crazy eclipse season.